Last time on Runaway, thanks to militant drag queens, weaponized makeup, environmental terrorism, and kidnapping, we managed to finally save Gina. Now she'll finally do something!
Hey!
Oh, god damn it!
Gina! No! No.
And then she died. It was all for nothing. Wow, you gave up fast. You didn't actually see that. Why are you flashing back to that? There we go. Flash back to you hitting her with a car. And then her drugged. This is a terrible flashback. It's revealing that in actuality you guys have spent one entire day in each other's presence. Okay, one entire day driving and another in a helicopter ride. Now that one better showcases what you miss about her. That is not long enough to fall in love.
Feeling sorry is not the answer.
Hey! Who are you? I didn't hear you come up.
I am Wupuchim, last of the Hopi chiefs. The answer is to continue on your mission, not to feel sorry.
How do you know all this? I don't understand how you... Hey, wait a minute. Did you say Hopi?
I did, of course.
That's incredible. I'm here to find out the meaning of a crucifix of Hopi origin.
Show me the object.
This is it.
My young friend, this is not a crucifix. It is a sacred key.
A key? But it's not shaped like a key.
The way you are holding it in your hand. Press strongly on the upper part with your thumb.
Oh. Well, it sure looks like a key now. And what is it this sacred key opens?
It is the key to the sacred Hopi crypt.
The sacred crypt? And where is this crypt?
Right across from our village, on the highest peak, on the other side of the Great Canyon, where Istarok places his first ray at dawn.
Oh. And could you tell me how to get to the Hopi village?
The sacred key went to you, so your destiny is to reach the sacred crypt. What path to follow? The path of knowledge, no doubt.
Well, I think there's something I should tell you. You see, the truth is that this key... It's not mine. Hey!
Breakfast included, what does that mean?
He disappeared! Now how did he leave without me noticing? Just like when he came. Feeling sorry is not the answer. Huh. That's easy to say, but I feel I can't move one step now that Gina's... Well, he's right. The only thing I can do for Gina now is continue on the mission that brought us here. I owe it to her. Now I know the crucifix is actually the key to a crypt. If I manage to find the Hopi village, I'll be able to enter that sacred crypt. And I'll probably find an explanation for this whole mystery there. So, let's hop to it.
You know, she might not be dead.
Great. I have a good view of the whole area from here. Let's see. It looks like there's a small town over there. I'll go see if I can find someone who knows about the Hopi village.
She might not be dead.
Wow. This place looks like something out of a John Ford movie. You've got your hotel, your sheriff's office, the typical saloon from the Old West, and there's even an old derailed steam-powered locomotive at the end of town.
Seriously, she could be down.
Wait! Stop! Don't shoot!
Who are you, and what are you doing in my town? And put up your hands so I can see them.
Hey, hold your horses. I've come in peace. Look, my name is Brian, and I'm a bit lost around here. Can you help me out?
Well, okay. I guess you're not lying. Come in and we can chat. So, you say you're lost, huh? Well, maybe you can tell me how you got here then.
Well, the truth is, I'm not totally lost. I'm trying to find a Hopi village that used to be inhabited somewhere in this region. I came into this town hoping to find information on its exact location.
The Hopi village. Are you an archaeologist or something like that?
No, I know nothing about archaeology. I need to find it for another reason.
You don't look like an archaeologist, to tell you the truth. Though I suppose they don't all carry whips and wear hats.
Oh, give it a rest, please. Do you know where that Hopi village is or not?
This may sound strange, but the history of this town, Douglasville, is very closely related to the history of that Hopi village.
Really? In what way? Please explain.
Well, it's kind of a long story. Okay, well, here it goes. This village was founded by my great-grandfather, James Theodore Douglas. He was the owner of a gold mine nearby, and in the beginning, Douglasville was nothing more than a mining camp, but it grew bit by bit until turning into a flourishing town. Everyone was prosperous thanks to the huge profits of the mine, and my great-grandfather even got the railroad to run through Douglasville. However, something happened that tragically changed the town's fate. The mine and the mine shafts just kept growing and growing until one of them, the one with the largest vein of gold, bumped into something totally unexpected. The Hopi village.
Really? So what happened?
The inevitable. The Indians weren't willing to let white men ravage their lands. And J.T. Douglas wasn't the kind of man who would give up a fortune just because some Indians got in his way, so there was a bloodbath. It looked pretty bad for the Indians. They didn't have much to fight with, and a lot of them died. But then, something amazing changed everything. The Hopi tribe's medicine man came into Douglasville one morning at dawn, stood in the middle of town, and cast a terrible spell on it, the mine, and all the white men that might try to take over Hopi lands. They killed him on the spot, but not before the curse took effect.
What do you mean by that? What happened?
The mine inexplicably ran out of gold overnight, and not one more nugget of gold was ever taken out. The people in town started to catch a strange disease that the doctor couldn't cure. Whole families were driven out of Douglasville in fear, trying to get away from the curse. The final straw was when the train derailed. It went out of control through the town, destroying everything in its path. Its last obstacle was the Douglasville Bank, which it plowed into like a wild buffalo. As you might suspect, J.T. Douglas owned the bank, too. That's where he was sitting in his fancy red French armchair brought in straight from Paris when 50 tons of iron flattened him. Once my great-grandfather had died, the few people left in town were hot on their heels to get out of Douglasville, making it a ghost town.
That's a fascinating story. And you say you're the great-granddaughter of this J.T. Douglas?
Yes, I am. By the way, my name is Sushi Douglas, and this town is really mine. The deed to it has been passed down from generation to generation until reaching me. And I was the first person to use it a year and a half ago. I came here to live with 2 friends, Kevin and Rutger, but up to then, it was completely abandoned.
The 3 of you live here alone? No way! Wow, Sushi. I can see you're really informed about the history of the region. So, I bet you can indicate the way to the remains of the Hopi village, right?
Well, actually, I can't. The mine was sealed when all that stuff I told you about happened, and from the outside, I have absolutely no idea how to reach the Hopi village.
What kind of name is Sushi? Though I do like the name of this town. That's my name. Anyway.
So, do you think I could get to the Hopi village by going through the mine?
If you knew the directions to follow through the mine shafts, you surely could.
I thought you might have an old map of the mine.
No, I don't have any maps of it. Let me think. I guess that if a map exists, it would be in the town bank, probably inside the safe.
Do you really think the mine ran dry because of the Hopi medicine man's curse?
Well, I neither believe it nor deny it. What I do know is that the mine ran out of gold, even though such a thing seemed totally impossible days before. Not something very normal, don't you think?
You know, you really should, make this a tourist attraction. That'd be freaking awesome. Cursed town.
Do you know your way through the...
Me? Not a chance. I've never gone into that old mine.
Why did Kevin, Rutger, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. I felt the need for total isolation so I could devote myself to my greatest passion. They had similar concerns. So here we are.
So, what's your passion?
Computers and the whole world of technology surrounding them.
Huh?
I'm pretty good at it, you know?
What? Why? Okay.
I'm gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Why would you... Okay, go to the hotel again.
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find out anything else?
I'm working on it. You see, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Shoot.
Oh. I can't explore in here. I can only talk to her. Okay.
I'm gonna continue. Thanks for. See you later.
See ya, and good.
Still don't get why your first instinct was to shoot me.
Let's see. Way at the end, I see a cell, and I can't believe my eyes. There's
Dead guy.
a dead body. Oh man, that guy must have been rotting away for 100 years.
Oh, that's fucked up. A bunch of people left town. This guy's sitting there goes, guys, gonna let me out? And they didn't. It's pretty fucked up.
I wonder whether that poor devil died inside there, or if he'd already kicked the bucket before they stuck him in there.
Probably.
It's locked shut.
He probably died in there because they left him in there. Is that an alien?
There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys.
It looks like an alien.
Well, I'm no bounty hunter, and even if I were, I'm afraid all of these guys have been 6 feet under for at least a century.
Oh man, you gotta take them alive. You know, get more money that way.
I'm not interested in that.
It's a hat.
An old frayed hat, a couple of pages from an old newspaper, and an oil lamp. Nothing of this will help me out.
The lamp might.
There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up.
Take the chain.
I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna believe you this time.
An old and an
I'm gonna believe you, even though in the past you have been wrong. Firewood. Okay.
All right. I don't think anyone will need them to light up the stove. 5 nice logs. Might come in handy.
This time you suddenly know you're gonna need a lot of wood when before you just took one piece of lipstick. Liquor store. Can't just warp in.
Impossible. I'd have to remove the boards on the door.
You didn't keep the crowbar? Why would you not keep the crowbar? The bank.
Whoa! The bank sure is a mess.
Yep. You sure had to go into the door, didn't you?
I see the locomotive really wrecked the place when it derailed and smashed into the bank.
What is that?
I really don't see anything useful, though that metallic object could come in handy.
So take it.
Okay, I'll take it. Whoa, this looks like a stapler. Quite rudimentary it is. Definitely a model from the 19th century. I'd better take the staples that were lying next to the stapler. They look similar to the rivets used by cobblers.
Fancy! Cash register.
It's open now. The drawer is slid out, but there's not a single penny.
Man, like a 200-year-old penny might be worth a lot.
It's pretty old, but I bet it could be fixed.
Can you fix it?
Don't tempt fate. The legs are worn out and might not hold up the weight.
Fine.
I bet this was J.T. Douglas's desk.
It's the only desk there. I'll have to hope so.
B.D. Bank of Douglasville, I suppose.
A stamp? Why do I need a stamp? Where's the safe? There must be a safe in here. Oh, a hole. There we go.
A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole.
Must have been the safe.
I don't see why I would want to go in there.
'Cause the safe is there. Why the... You idiot. Fine. Alright, let's maybe no, wagon. Look at that wagon. Take your time. I'm in no rush. Gina's probably got a femur sticking out of her leg, bleeding at the bottom of that hole. You know, because you just assume she died, even though she would have landed leg first. She might be dead by now.
This must have been a supply wagon, because it has some sort of strap attached to an iron ring at the edge. And there are more similar rings at each end of the wagon on both sides. I bet the strap passed through all of those rings over the goods to keep them from moving around on those dusty, bumpy old roads.
Is there anything useful?
It's tied to one of the iron rings. I can't tear it off.
Okay, I do need something there, but oh well. Train.
I can't imagine the havoc that locomotive wreaked the day it derailed and annihilated everything in its path. Huh. Reminds me of a model I got for Christmas one year. Yep, it's almost exactly alike. There's the smokestack, and to the left is a spout where you fill the water tank, and further to the left is the whistle next to the engineer's cab.
Thank you for the history lessons. Take the whistle.
You'd have to do that from inside the cab.
Can we get inside the cab?
I could try to go in through the hole next to the broken part of the roof, but I'd almost rather go up to the side and enter through the window there.
So, why didn't you just say that?
Okay, let's see what's in here.
Picture in picture. Sweet. Gauges.
I don't know what the two smaller ones on the top and the bottom indicate, but the larger two in the middle, well, the upper one is a pressure gauge for the boiler, and the lower one indicates the level of water in the tank.
Okay.
I don't know what I better not touch them, since they seem to be working properly.
Damn, good things. Maybe.
It has no firewood or other fuel inside.
Alright, give it firewood.
Well, all right. These logs will make first-class fuel.
I'm wandering this desert down just fucking with the train. I love it. Alright, where's the wheel?
That's the wheel used to increase pressure in the boiler. That's the lever the engineer uses to start and stop the train.
Okay, so where's the whistle? Use the lever.
It's useless. That doesn't make sense with the boiler off.
Well, how do you turn the boiler on? Move over so I can see more.
It doesn't need to be open to put fuel in. It has a hole where you can do that.
Okay. How do you turn the boiler on? Maybe I gotta go to a different thing.
I think with one big leap I can reach the window.
Nice hop.
You'd have to do that from inside the cab.
Okay then. What else is there? Water tank opening.
No need to. It won't open or close. The water goes straight into the hole left around the valve in the inlet. I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s.
Don't really see anything else I can do here. Well, let's try somewhere else. I want to go back to the mine and go down there and find Gina.
Oh man. This is the mine that killed Gina. And right when I was starting to... Well, let's not think about that. I've got to concentrate on solving this mystery. I owe it to Gina.
You are such a quitter.
If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine.
Okay, how can I move the stone?
If I could move that...
How to move the stone?
I suppose they used to store the mining tools in that, but it's empty now.
Okay.
It's got one of those manual drive systems. Too bad the wheel is broken. It won't work.
Okay. Doesn't...
It's blocked by that...
Try to move it.
That is one big rock. I can't get it to budge an inch.
You know, if she was back there, she would, like, cry. You can just use your adrenaline strength from it. You're apparently just a quitter here. Okay, we got 2 unknown places. Hey, what's up, buddy?
This house looks Mexican, and there's a huge guy in the doorway. I don't know. He seems to be keeping guard, but he looks like a nice guy. I'll go talk to him to see what happens.
He's surrounded by skulls and decapitated heads.
Howdy, partner. What brings you to these parts? What do you want from Mama Dorita?
Mama Dorita? No, look, I'm searching for the remains of a Hopi village. I know it was around this area somewhere. By the way, my name is Brian.
An Indian village?
Yeah, Hopi to be exact.
Well, I reckon there's an old ghost town called Douglasville, and now there's a bunch of hippies living there.
No, I've been through there already. Douglasville is not the town I'm looking for. Thanks anyway, though.
Well, pal, I never heard of any other abandoned villages around here.
You think Mama Dorita could help me?
Sorry, but I doubt it. Mama Dorita helps people with other types of problems.
Other types of problems?
Yeah, she's in contact with the other side.
The other side? You mean she talks to dead people?
Yup, she's mastered the arts of voodoo, soothsaying, and Santeria. And she's a healer, too.
I'd love to meet her. Maybe she might know something about the Hopi village.
No way. Mama Dorita doesn't do that kind of thing. Look for a good archaeologist, pal.
Ah, it's fine. I don't want to talk to her anyway. I don't practice Santeria, and I ain't got no crystal ball. Actually, I do want to talk to her. What else?
Friend!
What's up, kid?
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I told you that can't be. She can't help you with your problem, pal. I'm sorry. When you have other troubles, the ones Mama Dorita can fix up, don't you hesitate to come around.
So if Gina is dead and I bring her corpse here, you can voodoo her back to life?
I see you like gum. You're always chewing some.
Oh, that's not gum. It's menthol chewing tobacco. I can't resist it, you know. Helps me pass the time.
That's called addiction.
What did you do before working for Mama Dorita?
Well, I don't like to think about my past. All I can tell you is that I'm not real proud of some of the things I did. Luckily, Mama Dorita came into my life like a shining light and gave it all new meaning. Now my only mission is to serve Mama Dorita.
I've heard of voodoos doing that to people. That's zombieism.
Well, I'll just go on my way here.
All right, me too.
Also, you have gigantic shoes, and there's a bucket here.
Wonder what that's for. Maybe Mama Dorita has a cat and she puts its food there. I may be needing this. It's made of clay, and it looks handmade by a local craftsman.
Yoink!
It's old, but it seems strong and sturdy. I don't like that idea.
Why not? Check the bucket. Oh.
No thanks.
Jumped into the well.
By the look of that bucket, I'd say it hasn't been used for quite a while. This really improves the ambiance, just like that shrunken head on the pole. After all, Mama Dorita is some sort of sorceress, and any self-respecting sorceress would decorate her place with this kind of stuff.
I seem to remember the little montage at the beginning of the game showing this well with a ladder in it. as I said, spoilers. Alright, one more place to check. Whoa.
Wow! That crater is really big. Jeez! Someone's camping down there, right at the edge of the crater. I'll go down and see who it is.
Hello, random desert folk.
Hello? Hey, friend. Hi.
What the fuck? You need a shoe.
Yo! Nah! It's impossible! I can't get them to open the door!
Them? Who are they?
Them! You know! Extraterrestrials!
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, who are you and what are you doing here? Are you looking for them, like me?
No. My name's Brian, and I'm searching for an old Indian village.
Ryan? You know the meaning of that name?
No, I don't. What is it?
I haven't a clue. But my name is Joshua, and it means liberation. That's something to think about, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's real interesting.
I know. Well, now that I think about it, they must have sent you here to help make my communication machine work.
Really, my friend? No one sent me.
Just because you're not conscious of it doesn't mean they didn't bring you here. Either I'm way off here, or just a few days ago, you never would have imagined you'd be here at the foot of this crater, right?
Well, that is true, but it's all because of...
So, I was right. See? That's how they do things. That's something to think about, isn't it?
Maybe this is about aliens. Weird. Oh well. I think Brian means breakfast included.
You wouldn't know where I can find the remains of that Hopi village I'm looking for, would you?
The Indian village? No, I don't have the slightest clue. But as soon as I communicate telepathically with Trantor, I can ask. These aliens know everything.
Trantor?
So, what brought you here? To this crater, I mean.
This is not just any crater. People just blindly believe whatever those so-called modern scientists tell them. They say that the crater was formed by a crashing meteorite that fell here millions and millions of years ago. That's a bunch of baloney, I say. However, I know the truth. The crater was formed when a Trantorian ship landed here.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
You know, about what you told me when I arrived.
Yeah? What?
The door.
What door were you referring to when you said you couldn't get them to open it?
To the dimensional door between Earth and Trantor. That's why they came here that time they landed with their spacecraft. They're setting up dimensional doors on hundreds of planets all over the universe. And the one on Earth is right here. A total trip, huh, dude?
Okay.
What is the communication machine exactly?
It's all this stuff I have set up on top of the trailer. I built it myself and christened it with the name Communication Machine because I plan on using it to open the dimensional door and come in physical contact with the Trantorians.
Why are you worried about this when the person you wanted to be your girlfriend might be dead?
Why did you tell me to help you make it run? Is it broken?
Yeah, after getting here and setting everything up, I ran into some bad luck. It had hardly been running for an hour when the machine ran out of energy and stopped working. I took off the plate covering the rotor and checked out the battery that makes it spin, but I can't find what's wrong. The battery looks like it's in one piece. I just don't get it. All I can tell is that if the rotor doesn't spin, it doesn't produce energy. And without any energy, the machine is useless hunk of junk.
How can I help you make the communication machine work?
I'm not sure. The thing is, we need energy for the machine, and the energy is produced when the rotor spins.
Okay. What rotor? I just see lots and lots of speakers and a satellite.
How does the machine work exactly?
Basically, the machine is a sort of amplifier that can emit sounds at a specific frequency. It has a keyboard attached with 7 buttons to play the 7 musical notes. Using my telepathic contacts, I have been told that a way to activate the dimensional door is to play a combination of 5 notes at a frequency revealed only to me. Pretty fascinating, isn't it?
Man, You are going to be so disappointed. And what is up with this thing on your head? I just realized that's a shade of blue that doesn't seem to exist anywhere else in this game.
What's that panel of spotlights behind there for?
Each spotlight goes with one of the musical notes. When you play the note, the matching spotlight turns on. But the truth is, they don't really do anything. What I mean is, you don't need them to activate the dimensional door. But I saw something like them in a movie, and I thought the communication machine looked much more hip with them.
I like your thinking there, actually. You suddenly have a bit more merit to me. You still need a shoe.
What's that strange device you're wearing on your head?
Good question.
You mean my telepathic helmet? It's a telepathic empowerment device that multiplies a human being's telepathic abilities 2,000 or 3,000-fold. I use it to communicate with Trantor. You got to be careful. When you wear this, you run the risk of going crazy because a lot of ideas flash through your brain. There are millions of telepathic messages people give off all the time without realizing it. Fortunately, I can clearly distinguish telepathic messages from Trantor and run no risk of losing my marbles.
Can't lose what you don't have, buddy.
Well, I'll let you get back to work. We can talk later.
Whenever you want, kid.
Don't call me kid. I'm gonna look at your machine.
Nice device. It has 7 spotlights in different colors and is connected to the contact machine.
I need a crowbar to beat the shit out of your motorcycle, I think.
It's one of those dirt bikes that'll go just about anywhere.
Take it.
No, I can't take Joshua's motorbike. No, I'd better leave the thing where it is.
Check the tent.
This model's a bit outdated. People use those igloo-style tents nowadays. I don't think Joshua would be pleased about me getting into his camping tent. And to tell you the truth, I'd rather not upset such a nutcase.
Yeah, that's true. But, I have a strange feeling. You know, if the mobsters come and kill him, you have free reign of this place, including his bike.